We're live. Hey everybody, Regina here, and there are two special people on this panel now. But I wanted to welcome you. I'm not in my jungle, can you tell? I'm actually by the beach, and it's right over there. And we've got cows over there. I'm actually at my friend's house. We've been hanging out with them, and this is interesting because yesterday was the day of silence here in Bali, and literally for 24 hours, from 6 a.m. yesterday to 6 a.m. this morning, we had to turn off the electricity, and we couldn't make any noise, and everybody was inside. They actually had people patrolling the streets. So last night, because it was so dark and we were hiding from the police, we came up here to the roof, and we were lying down backwards or looking up at the sky, and I couldn't believe how many that we could actually see the Milky Way, and it was just incredible just lying down there. So, and I tried to take video, but obviously my camera wasn't good enough. It's too dark. But I wanted to welcome you here, and today is the last training in the video series. And then when Mike and I come back from the Philippines, because we're leaving next week, we're going to come back to Bali. I'm going to start up every second and fourth week training again as well. But today's a special day because I have a guest for you. And you guys, if you guys watched the replay last week, and also if you watched the Freedompreneur Hangout last week after this, you would have seen this guy. He was interviewed by our friends, Rhonda and Brian, our friends and business partners. And he's just an incredible, friend, businessman, and he's also utilized video for his business, which right now he's got Moody Tees, which is screen printing out in Montana, and he's actually designed all of the t-shirts that we've worn over the past couple of years, going to different events and everything. And I meant to wear my Freedompreneur shirt today, but I forgot to pack it in my bag. But luckily, Stephen Moody's got his on, so he can show you what it looks like, because it's actually, there it is. Hold on, let me do that again. There it is, Freedompreneur. And this, oh yeah, and there's a little world on your bum. And that shirt was, he designed it, he printed it for the last event that we went to in Orlando. And he's just made different variations, different colors this time around. So later on, he'll tell you how you can actually get yours, and where he's actually donating some of the money too, which is really cool. So yeah, some of you are vloggers, some of you are travelers, bloggers, or you're in business. No matter what you're using video from and what you want to use your video from for, the concepts are pretty much the same, right? I mean, there's specific things that you can do for little areas, but the general idea is pretty much the same. And so I wanted to bring Stephen on here because he can give you some tips and tips that he thinks he thinks that you should know from his experience and what's made him, successful in what he's doing. But before we get to that, there are a couple things that I wanted to go over. One of them is, looking at my notes here. Yeah, we're on day 10 of the video challenge, and you guys are awesome. I've been watching your videos. I haven't commented in the past few days. I've been a little sick this week, which is not an excuse, but been commenting on some of your videos, and I'll get back to that as well. And some of you might not be getting any comments or interaction, and there's a specific reason why we do that. Not only to really kind of encourage and support each other, but a lot of it really is to show authority, and also, to pay it forward. And also, it's another way of getting out there for other people to see you as well. If someone is watching someone else's video and they're kind of interested, and they see your comment and they're like, "Ooh, who's this person?" They might click on that link and check out your videos or check out what you're all about. So, I mean, we're all here in a community because we are supporting each other. And I had a video up yesterday, but I took it down. So I'm going to do 2 videos today for you guys. And I've watched Jess here, who's on the panel. She's kind of sneaking in on here. She's been doing her videos every day from Canada, and she just joined us in the Freedompreneur Academy yesterday. So I invited her to come on to the panel today because I hope it's really special. And all of you have different kinds of videos. I know Jess is kind of starting to get up. She's got motivational stuff. I know Stephen Moody's got some tips for your business. I know I think there's some of you that are just doing purely travel videos or purely whatever videos, motivational, anything, and they're amazing, and it's really great to see all your videos. If you guys want me to comment on your videos and you're on Twitter, YouTube, or Facebook, be sure to hashtag your posts hashtag CFCVED, just so I can quickly go through them and actually watch them. It's just a great way for to filter out all of the videos for this. If not, then it's okay. Then you can go into any of our little Facebook groups and post it on the weekly blog thread so that we can go and comment it on there for you. So one more thing, what else? Okay. So last week, when I was talking about keywording, I promised you guys that I would give you a step-by-step walkthrough of my workflow. And as it turns out, is it showing up? Oh, I do?
Yeah.
What link is in the group?
The link's working, but I can't change it. CI.
Oh, can you just retype it in the comments? Apparently, I typed the link in wrong. Can you type it quickly in the comments? Anyways, so what I was saying was, what was I saying? I wanted to give you guys a step-by-step workflow, but I wanted to have Stephen on because I think he's awesome. But I do want to give you my step-by-step workflow. I'm going to show you how you can get it after he talks. So, all right, let's get started. So, Stephen Moody here. We've known him for, what, 3 years, I think? 3 years. And I think over the past, 2.5, 3 years, we've seen him a few times. A whole group of us travel to different places and meet each other, different parts of the country, different parts of the world, to get together, to mastermind, to brainstorm, and a lot of us do video, obviously, and Stephen is one of them. So I call him Moody because he's moody. I just wanted to welcome him, and can you introduce yourself a little bit, and let's, give us your brain.
Give you my brain? Oh, no. I'm not sure everyone would want that, but excuse me, I'm kind of getting over a cold here, but my name is Stephen Moody. I go by Moody more than anything. I've been called that since the 2nd grade, and but I met Regina 2-3 years ago, and Regina was one of the first people to really help me get into video. As Regina knows, when she first met me, I was really quiet and I didn't really like to get on video. So for those of you that haven't started doing video for your business or for whatever it is that you do, it's really just, pulling out your phone is the easiest way. I carry my phone all the time. I love taking pictures with my phone. And really just, start to practice and really just maybe start making fun videos rather than, I know when I first started to do marketing for my business, it was really hard for me because I'd stumble my words and I'd have to do retakes, but it really just takes practice makes perfect. Is that how you say it? And so you really just need to get started and in making your videos. And the easiest way to do it, people, you might look online on all the social platforms and see these what look professionally made videos, and really you don't need anything more than just your smartphone. That's the easiest tool to use. You can just pull it out and shoot video. And probably the biggest tip that I've ever learned if you're starting out and doing videos from your phone is always make sure you have your phone like this and not like this. That's probably the biggest tip you can always have when it comes to shooting video with your phone. And one of the things that I wanted to really share about video and business is once I started doing the videos for my business, I saw a huge boost in engagement, especially on Facebook, when I started making and sharing those videos. But video is really a great way to get in front of your audience, in front of your customers, and really show them that you're a real person, that you can create that live experience between you and your customer. And really, it's the easiest way to share value, I think. I know a lot of people blog and you do your social media, but if you're just doing the texting type or the text version of what you want to share with your people, that's okay. But once you do video, video is probably going to be the #1 thing. It already has sort of taken over Facebook and other social platforms. And so you really want to start making videos for your business. Some other tips that I have is what Regina was talking about last week, and that is before you start doing your videos, I think there's 3 types of videos that I think there are. And there's kind of like the fun ones where you just pull it out and show what you're doing, and you know, there's not really a keyword behind it. And then I think the second one is your value-based videos, where you want to do your keyword research so that when you upload it to Facebook and YouTube and to any other social platforms, that you have a keyword in your title. You also have keywords that you're speaking in your video. And then what I found too is when I share my videos on YouTube is I'll do kind of a quick transcription of my videos so that in the description it has the keywords that I'm using also in there, because with YouTube especially, when YouTube goes through and searches when you download your video, it doesn't actually see what's in your video or hear what's in your video. So when you put the keywords in your description, then that's what it's going to read. And the easiest way to do it is just to kind of simply transcribe your video. I know some people, you can outsource that. For me personally, I just play the video on my desktop and kind of pause as I go along and type it out in the description. But that is really key for YouTube, is to transcribe your video so that your keywords are in your description. And then the third type of video is your sales video. And that's where you can still do sales videos with just your phone. I know a lot of people think that they have to get expensive equipment to really do that. Now, if you have a nice camera that's more digital, and you can maybe do some focusing and stuff with that, then go ahead and use that for your sales video. But don't think that you have to go out and do that for your video. But when you do your sales video, it's kind of the same as your marketing videos or your value-based videos, is really keyword enriched. And what I found is probably the tip across the board is trying to keep your videos within a 2 to 3 minute length, so that you're not just going on and on and on. Now, if you have a sales video that you're going to be explaining more and more about your business, you know, I would say still keep it under 5 minutes, so that the rest of it you can put in your sales page in your copy, or you can have it on your blog or whatever post you have it on, like maybe Facebook or something. So those are probably my biggest tips, but I would say definitely get started making video for whatever business you're doing, whatever platform you're doing. And I guess probably some of my other tips would be, when you do your video, you can share it on all sorts of different platforms, but you want to natively share it to each platform. So I usually shoot my video and share it or upload it to YouTube first, so that way I can put it on my blog. And then I take that same video and I upload it natively to Facebook, because Facebook likes sharing your natively shared Facebook over if you were to shoot it on YouTube and then share it on that link onto Facebook. But you can still share your links to YouTube on Facebook, so you can get people going over to your YouTube channel, but you kind of want to mix it up a little bit, and mostly for Facebook, share it natively. That's really huge, especially now that Facebook has their own video platform. And then you can also, I didn't know this, I think I learned it about 6 or 8 months ago is you can share your videos on Pinterest as well. And then I take small clips of my video and I share it on Instagram in different parts of the day. I see a lot of people that will share on Instagram, they'll do like every 5 minutes, and I think that's posting too many times. So I'll like post video clips of my t-shirt. Like when I make my t-shirts, I take little clips of the process and I'll share that each time I do a new design on Instagram. And then you can also share, I believe, directly to Twitter. And then also a cool thing about when you do it to YouTube is you can automatically click to share to Google Plus and Twitter. So you're doing like one upload and sharing to 3 platforms, which is awesome. Because saving that time is definitely, if you've ever uploaded a video and it takes, you know, over 15 minutes, you're just like pulling your hair out, like, please upload. So I believe those are my biggest tips for video. If there's anything else that you wanted me to share, Regina, I would love to share that if I've skipped over something.
Yeah, I actually had a question specific to your videos, and that is, which type of videos have you found the most interaction from, and you know, the like best response from, whether it's yeah, comments or likes, and then which type of videos that you posted up have given you the most sales?
So the ones that I get the most interaction on with Moody Tees is the ones where I film the whole process of making someone's shirt. So what I do is I use my phone because I use an iPhone and I can do time lapse. So I'm recording what I'm doing, but when I go to upload and edit my videos, it's like I can condense say like 5 minutes into 15 seconds, and so it speeds up and people kind of like that fast action. And then I also use my DSLR camera to like really get close-up shots and clean shots of when I'm actually like pulling the ink. But those are the biggest engagements. And then probably where I get the most sales from as videos is where I'm doing probably less than a minute video and I'm really just talking about my business, and then I give a call to action at the end. If you want to learn more, click the link in the description. And then a lot of times I always put my link to my website at the end of my videos when I'm editing them. And probably when I do my editing, I'm a Mac person or Apple person, so I use iMovie, which is free to use and not difficult if you feel like you're technically challenged. iMovie is really awesome. You just plug your phone in, or your, I forget what these things are called, your SD, see my little card here. You just plug that into your computer and open up iMovie, and it's so easy to just drag and drop and clip and add titles. But I always, my sales videos that are under a minute and just give a straight to the point call to action, that's definitely where my greatest sales come from video-wise.
So yeah, it sounds like when you have a specific intention, or I guess you have to have a specific intention for a particular video, and you're creating it to be able to get the desired results you want, because like it sounds like when you're getting your sales, you're specifically creating that video to get sales. And so is there a sort of like what is there a sort of flow that you use, let's say specifically for yeah, the sales video? Because like your fun videos are just your fun videos, and you get to see the whole process, which is, I think, is really cool. But as far as your sales videos, yeah, is there a specific flow, or like what's kind of going through your mind as you're wanting to create it, and then as you create it, and then releasing it?
So for that, I think it comes back to kind of your keyword research, is what your topic is going to be about. And basically just my flow is to kind of say you've landed on this video because you're searching for this keyword, and then I go into, you know, about 30 to 45 seconds of explaining when it comes to like the t-shirts or when it comes to my online business. They differ a little bit, but it's basically kind of describing what process or what product or service that I have to offer, and really how that can benefit your business. And then I give a call to action on how you can get a hold of me, or where to go on my website to find more information. So it's quick. It's pretty much, you know, an introduction to who you are, who your business is. People have landed there because of the keyword research. You know, they're typing in a specific keyword that they're looking for, and when they land on your video, then I kind of just give a quick overview of you found this video because you're looking for how to screen print, say. And I've been screen printing for 30 years, and I have videos that teach you how to do it step by step. And how you can find me is at moodyteesmt.com. And that's pretty much, you know, like the easiest way to explain it, I guess.
My other question for you was at the top of my head at some point. Oh, I know. So I know that for this 30-day video challenge, or you know, the videos that I've seen so far, at least, they've been very specific to your business. And then I guess in a way it's kind of a series of videos. But is there a moment in time where you've done maybe a series of videos, or maybe like 3 to 5 videos or anything, specific to one topic? And you have like subtopics in each one. And if you have done any of those, how do you come up with the topics, and how do you kind of progress to the end? Do you actually try to sell anything in between, or you know, when do you give value? So I guess it's pretty much the same question as like what kind of goes through your mind as you're doing this video series, before, during, and after.
So usually when I do a video series, I look for a keyword that a lot of times I will look at like what I was looking for, and then I also look at things that I've learned that that I've done and that now I want to teach. And then I'll probably do, like, I would say 4 videos where I just share value, and then on the 5th video is where I'll do kind of a call to action. In this 30-day challenge that we're doing now, I'm sort of building up a new YouTube channel that's just my personal name, Stephen Moody. And so right now I'm just kind of building up the videos in there with just pure value before I go into any kind of call to action. On my YouTube channel that I'm building up right now, I do have a link in my description that goes to my blog, so that I can kind of help get more traffic to my blog that way, just by giving value. But I think that the best form to follow, and this is with whether you're doing video or images, that can be Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Those are the main ones that I use right now. And that's giving value, 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 and then giving a call to action type video or image. But it's pretty much the more value you can share over just doing sale value. So that's kind of my flow would be 3 to 4 value videos and then a call to action. And I've kind of learned from other people that you can do kind of a soft call to action where maybe you're giving away something for free, and then do a hard call to action where you're sending them to more of a sales kind of page, to your, to go to your capture page that's more sales based, rather than giving away like a free ebook or a free lead magnet, as we call it. Does that answer your question?
Yeah. I find it actually interesting that you talk about it's kind of like the 4-to-1 ratio where you do value, 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 and then your hard call to action on the last bit. And that's almost like, because I'm kind of thinking about this, the whole Freedompreneur Academy thing, where there's kind of a shift where, and I know that you're a part of this because I've been working with you online for a couple of years, where we thought that, or at least, back in the day, we, put out quite a bit of money to be able to get the education that we wanted to do what we do now. And of course, we were able to make money off of that to create our income. But now the whole Freedompreneur thing, the whole paradigm has shifted, where we're putting all of the value out. Like 80 modules of training out with without even asking for we're not paying thousands of dollars for it like we did before. So, and it's been working too. So, and trying to follow that, giving a lot of value first. I've noticed that there's a lot of traction even on our channels and our lists and stuff. So that's pretty cool. But I had another question for you, and that was I hope you don't mind these questions. You're okay, right?
Oh, I love it.
Okay, cool. So my question really was, you mentioned that you're building up your Stephen Moody channel, and my first question is, do you have a Moody's Tea channel? My other question is, why did you decide to use your regular name, and is there a difference between that channel and your Moody Teas channel if you do have one? I just wanted to kind of see the reasoning why you decided to do that and how different they are and kind of what direction you're headed towards as far as the content as well.
Yeah, so I do have a Moody Teas channel, and that's basically where I film all the process of when I'm making a t-shirt for every design that I do. I make a video for it, and it's just so that people can get an idea of what it takes to make a t-shirt, because not a lot of people know the whole process. I've been doing it for 30 years, and every time someone either comes to my shop or they see one of my videos, they're like, I never knew that it took that much work, they call it. I love it, so it's not work at all. But that's pretty much to show, I've gone to a lot of different websites over the years, and they just have image portfolios, and I decided to do something different with Moody Teas, especially with the YouTube channel. And then when you go on to moodyteasmt.com, I put all those videos on my website, so people that are just kind of cruising around my website can go and see all those videos. And it really just showcases how I make a t-shirt, and I do that for every design. And then I started this Stephen Moody YouTube channel to really teach people more about online business and how anyone can really build a business around their passions. And that's what I started this video series with during this 30-day challenge. Is I'm just going to do 30 videos that are pure value with no call to action, no anything, just giving pure value, because one of the biggest things I've learned in online business over the last 2 or 3 years is from my mentors and from people like you is the more value you can give people, the more they're going to want to follow you. The more you're going to attract the right people over a longer period of time by just giving pure value. The people that I've followed over the years that have just given value are, I have like 3 top people that I've followed over the years, and they give more value than anyone else online, and that's why I've stuck with them. So that's why I decided to start my own channel under my personal name, because I'm trying to also build an online business where I'm teaching people how to build an online business. Because it was, 2-3 years ago when we first met that I was sitting in this same exact office here and just depressed because I had worked so long in an industry and I was really finding myself going nowhere, even though I was a partner in a business, and sometimes that can be pulled in different directions. And I always had a dream to just create awesome t-shirts that no one else has. And I know how to do all of it now, but I didn't know how to do the marketing. I didn't know how to sell online because it was all new to me. Like right before I met you, I had just barely gotten on Facebook, maybe like 6 months before, because I was like totally anti-social media. I was just like, what is this? It's a joke. People just get on here and complain about their lives, and then I really learned the power of what you can use social media for and how you can use it to really spread your passion and your love for what you really love in life. And that's where I found the Freedompreneurs. And that's what it's really about, is sharing value so that you can create freedom in not only your life but into the lives of those people that you attract. And the only way you're going to attract Freedompreneurs into your life is to share value. The best way to do that? Video.
Yeah, man. And a lot of you, too, are so brand new. Some of you are just bloggers, or some of you are just like, what? I don't know what value is. I don't know what selling is, blah, 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 whatever. And I've created 101 topics for you guys at the beginning of the 30-day video challenge, and you can message me if you actually want that list, just to kind of get you started. I mean, Steven started talking about earlier that, you know, if you might want to get to a certain point, but when you just start out, just start talking about anything. And the whole point of this video challenge that we've been doing, and the whole point of just starting, is to get used to being in front of the camera. Now, I mean, I have to share with you that you have to, I don't know so much about Jess because she's pretty, extroverted a bit, at least from my conversations with her. But with me and Stephen Moody, we are two of the most introverted people that you probably know. Well, maybe not so much anymore. Maybe we have our moments, but it's like we were in in Miami in January 2014. That's when Mike and I just left New Zealand, or I just left New Zealand. I was waiting for Mike, and we were staying there. Maybe about a dozen of us staying at a mansion on Star Island in Miami, right in the water. And I was standing in the kitchen, and this guy with his beard and his hair, and he's walking, and he's like, "Hi, I'm Steven." And then now I watch his videos, and like, oh my God, is this the same person? He's transformed so much. And yeah, and it all really started out with just, picking up your camera and sharing your life and sharing why you want to do what you want to do. And there was one thing that I found was interesting, because I'm actually, I've started out doing all these videos specifically for my business, right? And over the past few months, I guess, I've been kind of shifting. I've been shifting a bit to really build the travel part of our brand, and building our vlogs. And I've noticed that, God, I was watching some of these YouTubers, and I'm like, holy crap, these people have so many followers and so many so many subscribers, and there's interaction on their channel, and I'm like, how the heck do they do that? So I'm kind of in the learning mode as far as sharing fun videos and trying to create a community around that. And Steven just mentioned that there are 3 people that he's been following over the course of the years, and he's always liked them because they've provided him a lot of value. And so I'm like, okay, so how do these YouTubers get so many people and get so many people to follow them? And they may or may not even give a lot of value, and their videos can be like 10 minutes long, but people still follow them. But there is something that their audience gets out of watching them. And one thing that that's huge is collaboration, and in the YouTube space, and as well in kind of the business space as well. I think it's really huge. And I think when you're kind of getting more into the business space, people are like, okay, well, how do you kind of make this work? And so, I don't know, like with our group of Freedompreneurs, all of us do videos, and I'm kind of trying to figure out this whole YouTube thing, but also I'm like, well, how can we collaborate as business partners too? Because sometimes we have our niches are so drastically different, or maybe they're exactly the same, and everybody, kind of in the back of your mind, you're like, well, I don't want my customers to go to them or to me, or or whatever. They probably don't want customers coming to me, but just I don't know. I'm kind of going off on a tangent. What
No,
was
I totally agree with you there. I think that, if in the beginning, one of the reasons why I had such a hard time is I was constantly thinking, how do I sell on my videos? And so every video was so hard to make because it was like constantly like I can't sell 24/7. And so then when it was like, okay, stop what you're doing, and then I went back and I watched some videos, like some of your videos, some of the people in the Freedompreneur Tribe videos, and the videos that I really, that really attracted me and really were the ones that I wanted to watch over and over were the ones where you weren't selling anything. You were just sharing your life and like what was up that day and kind of like what your message was. And then the videos that come after that are the videos that where you share your vision and where you're going. And then all of a sudden it's like, okay, and it's that train that we were kind of talking about before where it's like the flow. You want to take them through a flow. Don't want to just be constantly making these videos that are like, buy my stuff, buy my shirts, buy my stuff. And when you can start to make those videos that are fun and they have nothing to do with anything, and it's just that's kind of how you get started, and you're just sharing your life and what you're up to, that's where you start to practice. And then when you get used to it and you're used to those fun videos, and then you can start to make more of your marketing and your value-based videos, then that's where, these people that have these huge channels, they started to collaborate with other people. They learned how to do it right. And then through that collaboration, they can make business partners. But I learned one thing is that once you get used to making videos and you want to start to monetize your videos, is it takes that practice at first, because I monetized a few videos and it was a waste of money because I was nervous. I was like not looking in the camera right. Like, remember when you look into your phone that there's a camera that, or I mean a lens that you need to look into, not look at yourself making the video? Because I learned that, in the first, it was always like, why are you looking over there? But once you get used to your videos, and once you can create a personality, then there's easy ways to monetize your videos. But I think you got to get started first and get used to being comfortable on camera and get used to really focusing in on your keywords and making your video lengths, like I said, like 1 to 2 minutes before you start to really monetize your videos. And because people, like, when I first started, I wanted to just jump into like making money off my video. Am I muted out?
No, I can hear you. Sorry, Mike was
Oh, okay. You had this look on the thing. I was like, oh no, was my mic muted the whole time?
Mike came upstairs because yeah, he was asking me a question. So sorry. No, you're good. You're good. I can hear you just fine.
But yeah, and then I think once we go along, this is sort of a simple training, I think, to just get people started, really. And then I think once people can join us in the Freedompreneur Tribe, there's a lot of people in there that share so much value. And when you watch these videos that people are sharing, I mean, there's new people that are starting out on this 30-day challenge that I've noticed, and they at first when they're typing in the groups and stuff, they're nervous about doing it. But then when you go to watch their videos, it's like, you're a pro, you're awesome. And that's what's awesome about doing this challenge, is to really get support from other freedompreneurs that will watch your videos and comment, and you get that feedback. And once you start doing that for other people, and other people are doing it for you, and it starts to help build momentum around your videos on every platform, whether it's Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, or whatever, then that's really going to help you boost it boosts my confidence when someone leaves a comment. Even if I only get one comment, I'm like, right on. I'm ready to do my next video. And so it really does help in, joining these challenges that we do so that you can have interaction with other people. And then it's also awesome to go and share that interaction with other people. And you kind of like start to learn from people. When we first started out 2-3 years ago and we would do these challenges, that's really where you learn, like, oh, I never thought of that. And then it gets your brain thinking, and then you don't run out of ideas, because when you do it on your own, you'll start to run out of ideas. Like, you're like, man, I'm saying the same thing in every video. Like, I need to come up with something new. Like Regina was talking about, like, watching these other people that have millions of viewers, and it's like, what are they doing? And you really just start to learn, and then just give it a go and try it out. And, maybe you'll have a couple flops. Don't let that, discourage you. And then you're going to have, because not everyone that puts out a video, not every one of their videos is viral. But you'll get that one that goes viral, and it just depends on how you share it. But I think the more people you can collaborate with, the more you're going to learn, and the more you're going to have that ability to really have those viral videos. Oh my God, it's Rhonda Swan.
Oh, so I have a surprise for you guys watching, and I didn't tell you guys because I just wanted it to be a surprise. So we have a surprise guest, and she's actually she's kind of Russian, because she's not Russian, but she's rushing because she's got her own little. She's actually downstairs. I'm on her roof right now, but yeah, I just wanted to introduce you guys to Rhonda Swan. Some of you obviously know her, some of you don't. And this whole Freedompreneur movement is her passion project, and she's really included all of us in it. And so I just actually wanted to bring her on really quick so she can hop onto her own hangout. So welcome, Rhonda.
Hi, guys. Yay! So great to be here. I know everyone knows, usually I'm pretty warm here in Bali, and I've been running around like crazy. But I wanted to jump on and just, say hi to everyone. It's been a while since I've seen everyone. Some of you guys we've known for a while, and a lot of you guys I probably don't even know. I love, and there's Moody. It's so awesome to see Moody on the call as well. I know he was one of my guests in the Freedompreneur show, just a couple weeks ago, or last week with the Freedompreneur shirts. It's so awesome to start seeing a movement grow where it's like something that you just have a belief in that you do, and then all of a sudden it's like the hippie dancing on the side of the hill, right? You start dancing once, and all of a sudden someone picks up the beat, and everyone starts dancing, and then here you go. You create a movement, whether it's 1, 2, or 3, but we've got thousands of people, and it's just really exciting. Regina, I'm always, so happy to come on to share with your followers really what the vision is, and really where I think that the world needs to go when it comes to online marketing. Working online for 10 years, I saw a lot of trends, a lot of things changing in the marketplace, and it started off with digital information coming out for the very first time, like YouTube and Facebook. And I know you guys talk quite a bit about YouTube. Regina is like the video queen, because she really understands the dynamics and the metrics of how to make your videos connect with more people. But that wasn't available when I started working online. And what I saw is these trends beginning to happen where people were like, wow, we can actually be a freedompreneur, or, create our own, whether it be personal businesses, working from your home. I know a lot of jobs started to allow people to have offices in their homes, and it just shifted people's paradigms. And so my paradigm completely shifted, because I went from working corporate to working online and starting to build an online business, and that's when YouTube popped out. That's when Facebook pops out. That's when all this social media starts popping up. But the crazy part is that I used to do everything with newspaper ads, 3-line ads, the way I communicated with people about my products and services. I used to, no lie, I used to buy core plastic signs with metal sticks that said, want to work from home? Don't believe me, don't call. I swear to goodness, guys, Brian and I would drive around San Diego and put up Scoreplast signs. They were called bandit signs. I'm not joking. And I actually got chased out of a couple parking lots because I did it. But see, that's the shift, right? Because things go from, wow, then online marketing starts to happen. And I didn't know much about online marketing. And then now, guys, in this digital state, in this digital age that we're in, anything that we want can be brought online. I mean, look at Moody. I love it so much. Moody is physically creating shirts, but he's marketing them online. He now is helping us create this movement, this change with having people buy and be able to get access to wear with pride. I'm a freedompreneur. Do you realize how good of a marketing message that is? Wearing a shirt, freedompreneur, people are like, what the heck is that? It creates question, and that's what I love about branding, of course, and video and connection on the internet, because it allows us to connect with the world. A lot of you guys are, all over the world. I know heavily concentration in our Kiwi crew. What's up, guys? I love you guys. I'm hoping to see some of you very soon. But I just wanted to come out, and Regina, I said, I want to come out. Doesn't matter how speedy I feel like. I'm like, running around. I'm all hot. I'm cooling down because we have our Freedompreneur show coming up in 10 minutes, and we have a great guest. But I wanted to come and connect with you guys, just say, I'm excited to have you part of the movement, if you will, if this is something that's interesting you. Our tribe's amazing. They've been doing this for a very long time, traveling the world. Regina and Mike are probably the best examples you could really ever use, because they took the information that they learned and they began to apply it to their own personal brand and their own personal businesses, and then of course they develop their own products, and now they're speakers, they're trainers inside of the new academy that we're putting together. Because what I saw is the timeline of change, where all that brand new stuff I was talking about, all the way through social media being built, and now these the digital companies have come out, like there's of course network marketing companies, MLMs, a lot of different companies. They're selling a lot of stuff, and we wanted to carve it out and say, what is it that people really need? How can we help them connect to real life human beings, not just be sold, but be connected to a community, a tribe, and a movement that makes you feel amazing, no matter what your passions are, your color is, color of your hair, or the way you speak. And so this is why this is developing, and it's kind of, I feel like the hippie on the corner, right? It's actually Brian. We put him on the hippie on the hill, because we just started going, we can do this, and now it's transforming and developing into something beautiful where people are like, I just want to be part of this because I dig you guys, I dig your values. I don't even know if I want to start a business online. I don't even know what the heck it is. But you get in and you start being educated. And for me, I feel that education really should be readily available, and not like I'm spending, still monthly payments on a master's degree that I completed 20 years ago. So that's where we're at, Regina. I know that I just kind of went, blah, like I usually do, like a big fat tornado, but that's where I'm sitting right now. I'm just pumped about it.
Yeah, I know. I appreciate you coming on really quick. And actually, there was another girl that was on here, Jess. She looks like she just left, but I wanted to introduce you to her really quick because she just joined the Freedompreneur Academy last night. She hopped off, so I'll tell her you said hi anyway.
Fantastic. It's exciting because, of course, Regina and Mike are they're trainers inside of the academy, and this is what we decided to do. And this is not here about selling you guys anything. It's about getting you part of something that you go, ooh, I could believe in that. Or I could start thinking and changing my mindset so I can begin to learn to be sovereign or be free. And it's really cool because we, like Regina and Mike are here, of course, because we're putting a lot of strategies together of what people need. And so we kind of need to know from you, what is it that you might need? What could we add inside of our group? We have another whole group that you guys can get access to once you decide to be part of the tribe. But it's like, what would you need? Because we know a lot. We know a little about a lot, and most of us know a lot about one or two things. But our tribe is so vast, and they're so diverse, and there's so many core competencies that we have. So we want to know from you guys, what would you want to learn? What would make you feel great? How could you leverage our lives so that you can maybe say to your mom, wow, this is what I'm part of. They're a cool tribe, and I'm learning online marketing. Doesn't that sound so much cooler than, I don't know, I do this business and this is a thing, and there's nothing wrong with it. Guys, I did it for 10 years. I'm not downing any business opportunities because I was able to leverage it. But wouldn't it be cool if you had something that you could bring them in first so they get educated first of what you do, and then if you have a deal, it's on the way far away back end. So then your parents are like, oh, I get it. You learn social media marketing, you learn how to blog, you share your passion, you talk to people, and they're like, but how do you make money? Well, how we make money is we're actually able to share this education that our tribe teaches you, and then they go, oh, but then you also have this too. Oh, you created your own products. See, that's the cycle. This is the process that I feel that we have failed everyone, and now we're like, finally, we're not failing anyone. We actually figured it out. So I think that's just the process of elimination and going through great things and learning from all of you guys. And, of course, Regina, Mike, and Moody, they've helped us get there, and now we want you to help us get there, all of us come together so we can dance on the side of the hill together with a big fat crowd of freedompreneurs.
Yeah, I'm all for it. I'm already there.
Exactly, yeah, you've been dancing for a while.
Thank you so much for hopping on. I know that you got yours hangout, and we've got a link to the hangout here, so you guys can watch it right after. And yeah, see the craziness and the fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. See you guys. I got like 6 minutes to, get my bearings back again and recharge. Doesn't take much. Thank you guys for being who you are and being part of this movement, no matter what level or wherever you're at, whether it's in your mind or in your action. It's just the part of starting. It's the starting of getting your mindset changing, because when we start, we can change the world 1% at a time, the way a marketing message is shared and the way our belief and our passions are shared. And that's, I think, what's going to change the world, is people knowing that there's true trust and honesty coming forward. So I want to see you guys on the next call. If you'd like to join us, we are talking about copywriting. Darren Hanser is a copywriting expert, and he's going to help you if you guys are bloggers, or if you write emails, or if you even have a business and you need to help create great copy. We got a guy that's going to teach it, and he also teaches in our marketplace and inside of our academy. So thanks, guys. We'll see you on the next hangout. Cheers, and
Cheers. Woo.
She's so awesome.
I know, like I can watch her talk for hours, and well, I do, because she's always got some great things to say. But I guess I'm gonna hop onto the Freedompreneur Hangout, and I know that Moody is as well. So we're just gonna cut it really short right now. Now, Moody, if someone wants to get a hold of you, maybe ask you some questions, maybe get a T-shirt, Oh, just really quick too. Just let us know how we can contact you, and also what you're doing with the proceeds that are going towards the shirts that you're selling, the Freedompreneur shirts.
Okay, yeah. So you can find me on Facebook at facebook.com/MoodyTees, MOODYTEES, or you can find my website is moodyteesmt.com, and on there you'll be able to find Freedompreneur shirts and many other shirts. I also have links to contact me if you need shirts made for your business or for an event. My videos are on there. Go ahead and check out moodyteesmt.com. And also for the Freedompreneur movement shirts, like what I'm wearing right here, and this is just one color and style. There's women's V-necks, women's tank tops, men's shirts. I need to get the men's tank tops on there. I was working on finding a better tank top that can fit those people like Regina and Mike that are in Bali, so it's not so heavy. It's more of a light tank top. But the proceeds from there is basically our idea. I was working with Rhonda, who you just saw, and our idea behind the Freedompreneur movement T-shirts is to give 10% of the proceeds is going to some type of business or charity that is centered around children, because that's really how this movement got started. Was someone had a vision to not put their child in daycare, and we all found each other from that vision that started, gosh, 10 years ago. And So our proceeds, 10% of those are going to help create freedompreneur children, and that's through charities around the world that are centered around really helping children become freedompreneurs.
That's awesome. I love it. Oh man, my heart's all fuzzy. Anyways, I just want to thank you so much, Stephen Moody, for coming up and really giving us a lot of value. And it's always enjoyed talking with you. And for you who have been watching us, we're out of time. And I wanted to go through my workflow. Well, I was going to show you how you can get through my workflow. I think I'm actually going to do a separate video and send it out to my email list. Or if you want it specifically, then feel free to message me on Facebook or find a way to find me or Mike. But if you want to find out right away how you can get my step-by-step workflows, as well as Mike's Twitter training, a bunch of Instagram training, and I think there's 80 modules, then you can join the Freedompreneur movement here. If you want to watch the Hangout, the next Hangout, then check out the Freedompreneur. Is that right? Yeah, the right side, the Freedompreneur workshop, and then yeah, just check it out. There's 80 modules talking about Rhonda's, branding courses, and what else? Branding courses, sales funnels, everything and anything to do with online business, and free. We put our Twitter, or Mike will, yeah, we have our Twitter and our Instagram and training there for free for people who are members, and I'll talk more about it later. But we're headed to the workshop, or the I'm so excited right now. I can't even talk straight. We're heading over to the Freedompreneur Hangout right now, so we'll see you guys when we get back from the Philippines. And if you guys have any topics that you want us to cover, please let us know. We are so happy to talk about it. What you want to talk about, we'll be doing every second and fourth week regularly of each month. Freedompreneur Workshop is every week at 9 p.m. Eastern, and we're right beforehand. So we'll see you guys there. Hope you have a great day. And that's it. Cheers.